So, I've been on I've been away from the city for a few days now, and unfortunately I wasn't able to make the videos I want to, so I'm gonna sneak away right now and just make a video. Um, you as a target individual, you understand that you're in a program where people around you are trying to get you to accept this false persona. For me, it's been very behavior centric, and so you have to find strength to not subscribe to it. As you can hear right now, you can hear people talking, and obviously they're trying to and see their scriptive things where they want to repeat things and make it seem like they're just speaking to each other. As a target individual, everywhere you go, you have people surrounding you, doing things to you, manipulating you, and at this point, I understand the system. There's nowhere in the world where this is not going to happen to me. Because this is not organized individuals who are just randomly this is the intelligence community at the highest level experimenting this extremely sophisticated weaponry on civilian. As to improve and develop this weapon has been ongoing for years. So I understand that. And they've had this system and protocol of doing things. For me, they've been trying to create this facade, this false facade, this obviously this facade of we are this group of avenging extreme radical men, women who are trying to avenge for the things you've done, and they start building this false persona, this creation of persona, this disgusting that you're trained daily, day in and day out, conditioned to think in this way. They manipulate. They call it being a war. It's not a war. There's no war. It's just continuously every day, day in and day out, to manipulate people into accepting these things. And for me, they've been using the warnings of this horrible torture, which I know they could happen. And when they happen, I just ask God to give me strength for this torture, which I call fear, because they think that this is going to validate them. Whatever is going to happen to me, I'll never subscribe to this. Knowing that you guys, these people torture women, children, it gives me strength to deal with whatever I'm going to deal with. They do these things. For example, I was intimate with somebody. I don't want to be graphic. I was intimate with this person, and we get to the point where we climax. As we climax, they start making me think of some random, bizarre thoughts. As you know, they can override your thought. They can make you think. This is how sophisticated this weapon is. The ability to make you think about anything and whatever they want to control your thoughts. This is why this is been so much resources have been employed to deploy for this kind of experimentations, because it's the manipulation of a human being, thought wise too. So I just climax with this woman and with things that basically done in that our intimacy, but we're still being intimate, right? And I'm not trying to be graphic. And so as we're being intimate but already climaxed, does that make me think of just random things? They make me imagine, what if this woman is pregnant? Would you kill yourself? Because in this state of mind that you can't live, like in these circumstances where you can provide for a kid or anything. They make me start thinking like that. Then they make me think, remember the child that you have? Like they made me imagine having a child that I don't have. This is what they imagine me to have. It goes there. And in the midst of that, we're still being intimate. And then they start making me think, oh, remember, when I was in a previous relationship, I was with somebody whose brother had a child. And I remember the child being a baby, and I was with her till he was like 3 years old or so. And you'll never see that kid again. Which I don't care, because I'm not currently, like, I'm not seeing him. Like, that's not whatever. And it's like, I don't even see him right now. So then they try to make me imagine seeing this kid via an Instagram story of some sort. They try to make me imagine. Imagine this is while I'm being intimate with this woman. And so as they try to make me think this, kind of weird, I'm just like, whatever, they're just having some great thoughts in my head. I'm still focusing on being intimate with this woman. they're trying to make me think of this kid that I saw grow up, and she stops me, you know. But the thing they were trying to do is like they were trying to make me imagine this kid while I'm intimate, and it was just bizarre. It's just as you can hear the story, it came from an imaginary woman a woman being pregnant, which is the woman I'm with, and then make me think of a child I won't have, and then make me imagine an Instagram story of something that's non-existent. It's just pure thought manipulation. The goal was just to make me think of that child, while being intimate. It's, and then to try to make it dramatic, and she almost stopped my head as if like, wow, I saw this thought. Of course, this is obviously manipulated. Targeting rituals, they're gonna make you have thoughts that at this point for me it's just become even just bizarre more than anything, and try to make me think of children in the midst of me being intimate with somebody, and they found ways to try to bring around kids in those intimate moments to condition your brain this way. And this is not as extreme as it got. This is just more of a bizarre way of bringing up children. But they do these things non-stop. And so they're just trying to train your brain to look at kids and think of kids in these ways. Always put children and intimate moment together to turn things into behavior. Even though this story specifically is not, it's more like a mentally ill in moments. These are the moments throughout my intimacy that was so disturbing that I had to, and me myself had to interrupt this moment. And so you have to be strong. You have to be strong to not deal with, to be able to deal with the manipulation and how they try to disturb you. And some of them is not even just disturbing, just kind of like logicalness and the nth degree. And they're like, oh, we're gonna show what just happened in your brain when you were being intimate. This nonsensefulness. And we're gonna show our version. And they're gonna torture you and all that. Listen, whatever torture I'm gonna go through. First of all, I know those thoughts are just what you guys manipulate. But on top of that, I know you guys torture actually children. So when you have me have this ridiculously weird thoughts happening in my mind while while I'm being intimate, or I see that for what it is. So to all my target individuals, I'm speaking slow like that because I'm speaking quietly because there's prayers around. But don't subscribe to this nastiness. I would rather die in hell than having to do the things they do. Death comes to all of us. This is what they do. And they call it being a war. Obviously, it's not war. It's just for, it's just trying to break somebody down into accepting these things. This is the heaven. Humiliating, embarrassing. Trying to interrupt me from what I'm saying and tell me how I'm going to die in hell because this sounds as illogical as it gets. These people who are torturing children and women try to then I rather die in hell and I'm whatever horrible things I'm going to deal. And I know these people want to compensate for the obvious nastiness that they involved in. These people force adult people to think in these disturbing ways, but on top of that, they torture children. So wherever I'm going to end up dying, I just glad and thankful that I didn't die. I didn't live the way this trash live. But most importantly, I just ask God to give me strength to deal with whatever theater they're gonna have to create. I do not subscribe to these things.